Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm here to plan May 1st through May 7th and I'm using the March Mystery Kit from Thumbprints Co. And here I'm just showing you what is in the kit. I am doing a voiceover this week, which I actually don't prefer, but this plan with me I filmed at 2 o'clock in the morning, which was a horrible idea and it was insanely long and rambly, and I was trying to edit it and I just was like, no, I don't think that there is any way to edit this and make it better. So I decided to do a voiceover. So here I am putting down the flags for the corner of the Erin Condren. She had two different sets to pick from and I went with the one that did not match the headers. And then now I am going to go in with my date covers, and the date covers were really cute. This kit, while being very simple, was very printed, so I did try to kind of tone things down where I could. So I'm leaving a little sliver of white space between the date covers and the header. I do like that her date dots, which I did do off camera, have their kiss cut and they have a red background, so they blended in with the date covers perfectly, and so that was super cute, and I really enjoyed that, the way that came out. And so here I'm going to open it up and do my bottom washi, and I did move it as far down to the bottom as I comfortably could. And I'm sorry, several times throughout this video my head pokes through, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said, this is what I get for trying to film this at 2 o'clock in the morning, but I really wanted to get it done, and I was not sure if I was going to have another chance to do it. So here I'm debating between the normal headers and the glitter headers, and I decided to kind of hold off on making a decision and just start with the to-do headers, because I do like to have those over my checklist. And so I'm going to put them down through here, and I did color block this week. And she actually, unlike most kits that I've seen where they do the color blocking, you get two of each color. But in this kit, you did only get one of the red, so you did have to put it in the middle if you wanted to use it. And I thought it was very interesting, and I'll talk about this a little bit more, that throughout the kit, she kind of has some things color blocked and then some things not, and I'll get into that. So here I'm putting down my full heart check boxes, and again, I'm trying to color block the best I can, so I used a one with a pinkish background on Monday. They did not have any with green backgrounds, but I used the black and white backgrounds for Tuesday with that. And then on Wednesday I used the purplish background, Thursday the red, Friday the purple, and then the black and white again for Saturday, and then the one with a little bit of pink in the background for Sunday. And I do love the way that this looked, and I'm super excited because there was enough in this kit left over that I'm going to be able to do a rewind plan with me, so stay tuned for that. And now I'm going to do my full boxes, and I did decide to do glitter headers over the full boxes because I don't like to put one of the worded headers over the full boxes if I can avoid it, because generally speaking, none of them fit over the full boxes because usually I'm not doing anything with full boxes. So here I am trying to match the best I can the colors of the full boxes with the color blocking. And again, green was my troublesome day, so I did just decide to put down that girl holding the flowers because I thought it was pretty neutral. And that is, by the way, my favorite piece of the clip art in this kit was the girl hiding. You can't see her, but she's holding the flowers up in front of her, and I thought that was really cute. And then I had a lot of trouble because it turns out that I actually had that full box down a little bit crooked, so I couldn't get the header down right, and I couldn't figure out why. So I finally here figure out that it's because I had the box down crooked, and I fixed the box, and now the header goes down perfect. And I loved this kit. I thought it was absolutely just gorgeous. Her paper is fantastic, and I like the fact that she draws her own stuff, so it is unique and not something you will find at any of the other shops. So I thought that was pretty cool too. And she did use a chunky glitter, and I like my glitter a little bit finer, but it didn't bother me too much. And now here I am putting down her, she calls her little things tidbits, so I'm putting down the tidbit headers, which is generally what I like to do. And then I save the today headers. I'll probably use them in my rewind plan with me. And It was a really, really, not was, it's going to be a really, really busy week. It was a very busy week to try to plan out. So I did end up having to layer some stuff over the full boxes, but I did try to be selective about how I did that so that I'm not covering up anything too cute. And I think that that is it. So now I'm going to go in and do my sidebar, and I'm putting the quote box down, and I am going to cover up the bottom of the Y. You don't see it in this film, but I did go back in with a black pen and just fill in the rest of the Y since the corner of the box was white, and it looks adorable. Check out my Instagram if you want to see the finished spread with the pen, because I did not show it with the pen here. And that was again because the plan with me just got so long. So here I put in a strip of the green washi and then a purple and a pink habit tracker. And she does her habit trackers. One, they're very skinny, which I actually really liked. And the other thing is that one of them says Monday through Sunday and the other one just has hearts. And I thought that was kind of cute. And here I'm trying to decide on like which weekly headers I want to track. I used to track Happy Mail and spending in my sidebar, but my spending is down, which means my Happy Mail is down. And so I don't really have the need for a big checklist for the Happy Mail. So I did decide on a this week and a personal box. This week is for the spending, and I did a red piece of washi, the green this week header, the pink Monday through Sunday box, then the personal header, and just one of the heart check boxes. And then I'm going to put a little piece of washi here at the bottom. And I did just try to mix the colors up in the sidebar. The personal, I wasn't sure when I was filming this what I was going to used to track it, but I have since then decided to do cleaning. And now here I zoom you in to go day by day, and guys, I'm still getting used to the zooming in thing, so I am not always great about making sure that I'm on camera when I do it. And then I have a lot of trouble getting this weekend banner down. First it was too far to the left, then it's too far to the right, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I always do these upside down for this reason, why am I doing this right side up? And then I'm like, no, what am I doing? I don't even like it there. I'm going to put it down on the bottom washi, which I do off camera, but then I show you what it looks like. Which it went by really fast, so sorry. And here, I'm totally doing this off camera. I just put down the little paw print icon to remind me to call the vet. And now I am actually doing something a little bit different. She didn't have enough TV little things for me to use, so I'm using one of the 3 heart check boxes to track my TV shows for Monday, because I have 3 of them. And then she does have the rounded corners, so I used a glitter. I stacked another glitter header, and then I used a piece of washi so that there was no white peeking from around the corners, because I don't actually, sometimes I don't mind it, but here I just didn't want it to look like that. And then I put the little TV icon down in the corner to mark the TV shows. I do prefer the squared off boxes just as a rule, just so you know. And now I am putting down another piece of washi because I've got a rounded label there. And then I realized that I needed to use a half box, and I could not figure out how to make that fit. So at some point here, I decide to do the half box on the bottom washi and just use the label. And it's right about there. I think that I make that decision. So then I'm restacking everything for the label, and then I decided I didn't need that glitter header because I moved the box down. Then I realized I hadn't done any little things for that day. Luckily enough, the only little thing I had for that day was the meal icon, and I did put another glitter header down there because I was running out of washi, and I am later going to come back and change that, but we'll talk about that when we get there. And now I'm putting the half box down, and I did off camera, but I did finally remember to shift it up. And this is because it is Teacher Appreciation Week at my son's school, so we are, I wanted to make sure that I knew what we were doing for each day for the teacher. And then I was going to use this teacher munchkin, and then realized that that's not what I pulled it out for, that I was going to use foiled hearts. So I'm going to go back and change that in a minute. So I put my meal little thing down because I did remember to start with the little things this week. The other thing was my 2 TV shows, and that's Flash and NCIS New Orleans. I'm sorry, the TV shows for Monday, if you care, were Scorpion, Supergirl, and Dancing with the Stars. And then I am I've got my son's parent-teacher conference, and that was one thing I needed to make sure. And then I found these squared-off labels, which I was so excited about. I left a little bit of white space between the header and the label, and that's when I decided that I wanted to leave a little white space on Monday too. So I peeled off the glitter header, and then I just left myself a little bit of space there in case I need it later, just because I didn't have anything else that I really needed to go in there. And that's when I realized that the teacher munchkin was meant for the parent-teacher conference, and that for the Teacher Appreciation Week, I had taken out these gold foiled hearts from Simply Watercolor Co. And so now I am actually putting those down, and I am matching them the best I can. I'm trying to color block. And then I remembered I didn't put my icon down on Monday for filming my rewind plan with me, which was what that quarter box was for. So on to Wednesday, I put my meal icon down. And I forgot a bunch of stuff at some point here. We're going to go back because I forgot tons of stuff, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Shouldn't have done it. My 2 TV shows, Arrow and Criminal Minds. And then we're going to the gym. And I put the gym little thing down. And then I really wanted to use the Fox and Cactus Gym Girl. And so I am going to actually cover up that little thing, which is kind of sad because it was really cute. And here I'm just putting down my little arrow and flash stickers from Prints to mark those shows. And so now I am talking about my son has a dentist appointment, and I was trying to figure out how I want to do that because she didn't have a lot of washi in the kit, so I really was hesitant to use washi. And then I decided to use this peekaboo flag from Stick With Me shop, which I thought matched perfectly. And I did use a Once More With Love dentist munchkin. And on to Thursday. And here I'm going to put my little thing down for the meal. And then my TV shows, which on Thursday are Big Bang Theory and Supernatural. And this is when I remembered that I did not mark the Teacher Appreciation Day for Wednesday. And so I go in and do that. And then I was just showing you there how I love that in the solid boxes she has the little heart in the corner. I just think that's a cute little detail. And then here I am looking for a little thing for trash day. And so I actually just took a package little thing and turned it upside down. And that's when I remembered that I forgot to put my weigh in for Tuesday. And then I decided to put it up on the checklist. And again, did it off camera because I'm still getting used to doing things zoomed in. And here I just picked a gray trash can to mark trash day. And then I put a little thing up there for an appointment that I have. And I think I'm actually going to go in and change my mind because I was trying to leave room for the payday. But then I decided to put the payday over the full box. And so I'm using the squared off label that came in the kit. And then I added a from the freebie. And I actually have a sheet of these, but I did pull this one from the freebie. And it's a little Tofu the Panda alarm clock. So I could put in the time, and then I'm going to write in the appointment. And hopefully at some point here I'm going to realize that it's not focused, and I will fix that. But I'm kind of disappointed. Okay, there we go. That it took me that long to do it. And that's where I wanted to use the Fox and Cactus girl with purple hair because I thought she was too cute. And so I just covered up the gym icon. And then I remembered I forgot to mark the baths for the boys. And so I'm going back in and doing that. And then I decided to wait on Friday until I put the half box down. And I had a little bit of trouble with the half box because I didn't want to cover up those shoes. So I did actually on Friday, it's a little bit offset from the rest of the ones. And then I've put down my little thing for the meal. And then I had the sticker from a freebie, and it says, "Feed me pizza and tell me I'm pretty." And that was from Little Planner Loves freebie, I believe. And then I put down a asterisk little thing with the kettlebell from the kit, which I thought was really cute. And then I decided to flip it over to give myself a little bit more room to kind of stack things without covering everything up. And here I'm putting down the alarm clock little thing to mark that Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is releasing because we do want to go see that. We won't go Friday night, but I did want to mark that down so I don't forget that it released. And here I was going to put down washi, and then I decided to just leave it white spacey. And I did pick a patterned box with a kind of purple background in it. And I put it there with a little bit of white on the top and the bottom. And that is to mark my Etsy shopping for my June kits. And I used a bunch of Etsy stickers because I have a bunch, and I just was so excited to have a reason to use them. And that's from a freebie from Paper Blush Bar, and it says Etsy shopping, and I put that in the corner. And then I've got my Etsy addict from Fox and Pip, and I put her in the other corner. And then I decided, let me see, sorry guys. So here I think I'm just checking off to make sure I didn't forget anything, and then I realized I had a couple more things that I needed to mark. And so I put the half box down, and that's again where at some point I'm going to shift this up so you guys can see it, but I had decided to shift the half box down. And then I used just another icon from Simply Watercolor Co. And then here I really wanted to use another one of the Gym Girls, but I just couldn't find a way to make her fit, and so I decided not to, and I put her back. And then next we are going to put down the baths for the boys now that I have half box down to put that on top of. And then I realized I had pulled out these from the Coffee Monsters Co. And it's her shopping sheet, and she had a little Etsy shopping emoji, so I stuck it in the other corner just because I really wanted to use them. And since I've been no spending lately, I haven't had a lot of reason to use those. And then here I'm marking filming my plan with me, and I did use a camera icon from Simply Watercolor Co. in gold and pastel, and then the planner from the kit. And then I put down a YouTube binge munchkin because that's what I do on Friday nights. And then Friday is Cinco de Mayo, so I wanted to mark that. So I went ahead and just put it at the bottom of the checklist and used the little party cone from the kit because I thought that was really cute. And now here I am talking about the fact that my husband has to work on Saturday, and he never has to work, and so we're both a little bit sad about the fact that he's going to be gone all day. And then I put down my meal little things, and then I put the label down for him working, and I have these face plant stickers from Fox and Cactus, which I just thought were adorable, and so I put those down. And then I put down a half box for my son going to Korean school. And I was trying to decide how I wanted to mark that, and I think that, and I'm not sure, hopefully this won't take too long, I think that I end up getting a stick with me shop icon, and I was going to use the alarm clock because he has to be there at a certain time, and then I couldn't find a way to make this, well, first I realized that I wanted to shift the box down to try to put him at the top, and then I realized it was going to cover up the tidbits header, which I didn't want to do, so I shift the box back up. Oh, I'm trying to get the alarm clock off because then I was going to try to put him on that side, and nope, still covering up the tidbits header. So I finally decided I was going to put him at the bottom, at which point I shift the half box back up, and I stick him down at the bottom, and then I decided not to do the alarm clock, and I put it back in the kit and just left it with a heart. And then I'm just rubbing some of the sticky off that was left from the sticker. And I thought that was really cute to mark Korean school since he has glasses and is holding a pencil. And then I have the Scribbler's Mom Life sticker. And since I'm home all day with the kids by myself, I really wanted to have, you know, those stickers are just such a cute way to mark it. So I put those down. And then I put down my one TV show for Sunday, which is NCIS Los Angeles. And then I marked the baths for the boys. And then I put the grocery shopping little thing down, and then the little grocery bag from the kit because it was just adorable. And then I'm trying to do the laundry banner, at which point I just tear it all up. It is such a disaster. So I finally decided to do it upside down, and then I realized I tore the bow completely off on one side. And so I put it down, and then, yep, see, my head's all up in the camera, which is awful. And then I lift all the pieces up, and they were just so small I couldn't do it with my fingers. So I am looking for my tweezers everywhere. And so I finally paused you guys and then fixed the bow. And I don't think you can really tell that it was broken. and put it back. And then I had these packed lunch from It's Planning Time, and I put them as the first thing on my to-do list for the week. And I probably, just to be honest, won't do it every day. And then here I'm shifting the little paw print down one so I can have all the packed lunches at the top. I probably won't do it every day, but I wanted to try to encourage myself to. So if I put it on my to-do list, I was more likely to do it more often. And now I'm doing my wacky holidays from Once More with Love, which is a super fun week. Batman Day, Star Wars Day. I think there's a no homework day. That's kind of fun. I did put the Cinco de Mayo one up with the party sticker for Cinco de Mayo, and I'm going to zoom you out here so you can see it. So then I don't even have to write it in. And that is the finished spread. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. If here I'm going to show you the kit leftovers. Definitely enough for a rewind spread, so I'm super excited about that. And I have heart checklists and a sidebar sticker and a bunch of icons still left, so I'm super excited. Stay tuned, definitely, if you want to check out how I managed to turn this into a rewind spread. And that, there was some deco. I did put one of the pieces down because I thought it was cute, and I was trying to figure out a way to make the others work, and then I decided to save them for the rewind spread. Since I don't have any full boxes for it, I will use the deco instead. And that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. This spread came out beautifully, and I'm super excited about it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and hit the big red subscribe button below, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.